The Flame in the Flood is sort of an isometric roguelike game, but it's the flow, pardon the expression, that makes it so enjoyable. So you play as this girl who moves from area to area and must survive. So if you played something like Don't Starve, it may feel a bit familiar. But what's so great in this is the atmosphere, the art style, the music is incredible. But it really feels like a game about necessity rather than a sort of luxury and improvement. You have limited space in your inventory, and you really do start to think of what's necessary rather than what could be cool. And that makes a huge difference. Now, the one bad thing I have to say about the game is the UI on console is it's not as good as it could have been. It's a bit sort of annoying to use at times, especially when sometimes urgency is needed. But other than that, everything about the game is just so much fun. Like, you move from area to area on your raft, and these moments sort of bring a bit more excitement, like fast excitement to the game, and you move from island to island, and the whole game is procedurally generated. And although this might not sound like the greatest part or feature of it, but every island you visit could be easily the last one. Anything could be on that island. Like, I was quite casually moving from island to island, getting the necessities to make better clothes, to sort of create medicine and filter the water so you don't get an ailment, so you don't, like, this is one of the best things about it. There's another layer on top of the hunger and thirst and the tiredness, and that's sort of ailment. So you get out, and if you get caught in the rain, you're going to get wet and you could get sick, and if you break a bone or get cut, it can become infected if you don't treat it, and that can kill you. Anything can kill you. You don't necessarily have a health bar, but any of those ailments fill up the bar, you're dead. And it sort of brings a whole new layer to just a simple health pool, which means anything can kill you, and the smallest thing can, if left untreated, can kill you. And that's sort of, it sounds cruel, but it makes the game more enjoyable and immersive, even though I don't like to use that word that often. But it's just one of those games I couldn't help but go back, and death didn't feel like anything to me. I was always happy to start all over again. You don't like get incredibly leveled up and powered and then lose it all and feel crushed. You just are happy to start all over again. And then that's not to say there's no sort of reward or enticement to get further and further, because as you move further, there's I think 11 areas, and as you move further, things get a bit more complex and things get a little more ramped up, but you never feel like you need to be over leveled or overpowered, because any creature or any animal you face in the wild, if unprepared, will kill you. And that's sort of really great that you just feel like it's up to you to be prepared and keep yourself alive without, I mean, it can be very unfair. You can be on the first or second island and then just have everything go wrong, and that's sort of fine, because the gameplay itself is so enjoyable, and the structure and the design is so well done, and the visuals and the music just keeps you invested, that it doesn't matter how far you get. And there's not many games that feel like that. There's not many games that sort of want you to, will give you that feeling that you want to just try again and try again. The Flame in the Flood is just one of those games that you should play, even if you never really heard of it before.